Genesis 17, verses 1 to 8. Abram's name changed to Abraham. When Abram was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to him and said, "I am God Almighty. Walk before me and be upright. I will establish my covenant between me and you, and I will multiply you endlessly." Abram fell on his face, and God spoke to him, saying, "This is my covenant with you. You shall become the father of a multitude of nations. You will no longer be called Abram, but your name will be Abraham, for I will make you the father of a multitude of nations. I will make you endlessly fruitful. I will make nations of you, and kings will come out of you. I will establish my covenant between me and you, and your descendants after you, according to their generations. It will be an everlasting covenant, by virtue of which I will be your God and the God of your descendants after you. I will give you and your descendants after you the land you live in as a foreigner, all the land of Canaan, for a perpetual possession, and I will be their God." God said to Abraham, "You shall keep my covenant, you and your descendants after you, according to their generations. This is my covenant, which you shall keep between me and you and your descendants after you. Every male among you shall be circumcised. You shall circumcise yourselves, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and you. At the age of 8 days, every male among you shall be circumcised, according to your generations, whether he is born in the house, or whether he is bought at a price of money from any son of a foreigner, without belonging to your race. He who is born in the house and he who is bought for money must be circumcised. And my covenant will be in your flesh, a perpetual covenant. An uncircumcised male, who has not been circumcised in his flesh, will be cut off from among his people. He will have violated my covenant." God said to Abraham, "You shall no longer call Sarai your wife Sarai, but her name shall be Sarah. I will bless her, and from her I will give you a son. I will bless her, and she will become a nation. Kings of peoples will come out of her." And Abraham fell on his face and laughed, and said in his heart, "Shall a son be born to a man 100 years old? And would Sarah, 90 years old, bear a child?" And Abraham said to God, "Oh, that Ishmael might live before you." And God said, "Surely Sarah your wife will bear you a son, and you shall call his name Isaac. I will establish my covenant with him as an everlasting covenant for his descendants after him." Genesis 17, verses 20 to 27. Circumcision instituted, final part. "As for Ishmael, I have heard you. Behold, I will bless him, and make him fruitful, and multiply him exceedingly. And he shall beget 12 princes, and I will make of him a great nation. I will establish my covenant with Isaac, whom Sarah will bear to you at this time next year." When he had finished speaking to him, God rose above Abraham. Abraham took Ishmael, his son, all those born in his house, and all those he had bought for money, all the males among the people of Abraham's house, and he circumcised them that same day, as God had commanded him. Abraham was 99 years old when he was circumcised. Ishmael, his son, was 13 years old when he was circumcised. That same day, Abraham was circumcised, and Ishmael his son, and all the people of his house, whether born in his house or bought with money from strangers, were circumcised with him.